Okay, so the Great Adventures of what is it? What the hell is this? I guess it's the Great Adventures of PKD PKPD Player Killer Police Department. Huh. Were they trying to look? Were they trying to do a bolo on me? Be on the lookout for me. I'll put a bolo out on him. All points bulletin. I'll put a bolo out on him. Be on the lookout for Harvey, or no, what's it? Not Harvey. Bullock. Be on the lookout for. Be on the lookout for. Yeah, early days of Batman or the early days of there we go. The early days of Batman's career. Batman returns back to Gotham City. Return the necklace, Selina. He said to him. Return the necklace. No. So we're gonna produce a lot of tanks and have a ultimate space tank battle with Yoga Land. And then I'll take Yoga Land, and then I'll take Cinnabarby. I only have 28 more ticks before I'm vulnerable to the attacks of others here. So don't need to worry about my probes. They don't have anything to probe. Let's see here, training camps. Yeah, let's do it. Let's cheapen our price. So I did a whole video of I did a whole video of washing out some plastic bags the second time. I did this a few years ago, my first time when I was much more younger, and a few years ago, rinsed out the first bag and then the second bag. Now it's the last time we're gonna do this kind of thing in that bathtub. Before the great emanation. Okay, so defense units, scientists, dragoons. Let's just produce some dragoons here. Give me some offensive dragoons, and create. I don't think Yoga Land's a real player, so we're gonna take Yoga Land's territory, and then we're going to no, that's 77 players. I thought they were 88 players, but I guess 77 is all that's left of us in this wild world of space. Space. Out of the box environment. I will be outro. Out of box environment. That's what he said. That's the Answers By guy said it was called. OB outro. OB outro. Okay. And we'll just keep at it with Sky. We'll take Sky down and take Emilia down and take Cinnabarby down. Once we get and we'll take this whole kingdom this whole sector for ourselves. and then we'll begin the great invasion outside. Once I begin the reunification, I always start the game off with the reunification wars. That is team killing, and then go from there. So Yoga Land will be our first morsel of food, and then our first morsel of team killing. We'll come back in another episode and get military there. Get jiggy with that. And then ooh. I'm gonna miss the bottle collection. This bottle collection, I'm gonna miss it. But all good things come to an end. You know, they say all good things come to an end. So, eventually, the Sklone world will eventually disappear. We're the last leftover remnants of the Sklone world. All other Sklone, all other clones of Sklone are Sklone. Have the clones of Star Kingdoms never made it. Ever seem to have made it, and hopefully they'll be able to. Hopefully the game makers will be able to create more. What's the word we're looking for? Hopefully they'll create more content for us, more units, more space related units, or more space related stuff. Soon will be a time where I can start filming my grand team killing videos. I think during the initial wipeout of the data, most of my team killing videos were originally wiped out. So that's a big boo right there. Maybe these everything exists on the cloud now. It doesn't exist on my hard drive anymore. They all exist on the cloud because everything's all backed up on the cloud. I think we don't even need any more hard drive space, external or floppy, because everything exists on the cloud now, right? So I guess that when I did the massive reboot of this computer, I got some of my stuff back. I'm happy, you know. I'm happy. Oh, my thigh is so damn itchy on the outside. Oh, but it rains tonight, though. I mean, it rained this afternoon, so that was great. It was a good raining this afternoon, so that means when I go pick up the bottles tonight, they'll be very, very sticky and gooey and yucky and mucky and icky and sticky and gooey and mucky and mucky. Bleh, bleh, bleh. I think there's still enough time for another large super bag fill up. A couple more large super bags and a couple of large super bags, and I think we're gonna be doing multiple trips with Mom's car though. She's the only one who has a car in this neighborhood, or in this particular neighborhood, in this particular house. She comes and she takes me and my friends because we live in a group home. This is actually a group home, and we we occasionally go to shopping. Eventually, one of us is going to buy a car. So we're working on saving it. We're working on saving letting the most coordinated of our little family here get that. Eventually, this band will eventually break up. It's inevitable. We have to go our own separate ways. My brother, a long time ago, used to have a breakdancing crew, and they all lived together in the same house, b-boying house, and that was back in 2010, so about 11 years ago. 2012, I left for China. Then, 2010. Oh yeah, I remember. 2010, I went to the Olympics, and then eventually I quit my job and moved to China. After my boss, she said, "You were gone for such a long time." So it's only 2 weeks. I asked for. I went on vacation. I went on a leave of absence. You're gone for such a long time, and so she gave me my position to someone else, and instead of letting me just go on vacation for 2 weeks, which is my God-given democratic right. 14 days, 2 weeks, and 14-day Olympics is about 2 weeks. So, I mean, I should. But then I eventually moved to China. Like I said, fuck it. I said fuck it all and moved to China. And I think it was about the time I completed the first Nenshi elections. The first Nenshi elections, and then 3 years later I came back to Canada and took part in the Nenshi elections there and volunteered for that. And then she ran a third time, but I didn't vote for him by then. But then I didn't. I was fed up with politics, and I helped I voted for some guy called Geo Go Go, a inner street artist who was running for mayor. I voted for Geo Go Go, and I think he was just there to split the votes or something. What the hell? I got some messages. What would I do? What would you do? I will do nothing. Do. Another rodeo in Alberta is protesting COVID restrictions. But why protest? Everything's slowly opening up. Doctors group wants vigilant and cautious. Doctors group wants Alberta cancels Calgary Stampede. Yeah, it's gonna pass a lot of COVID. Fording Calgary housing complex opens in Calgary's Beltline district. Oh, I know that. I know that building. Alberta Health Services physically closes a Fairfield Baptist Church prevents access to the building. Oh, okay. So condemned by the U.S. poses a serious threat to enticing Canada's skilled workers to move south. Brain drain. That's the thing too. A lot of my classmates in high school eventually moved out, especially in the oil field. They work a few years in the field up here in Alberta. As a geological engineer, then they'll go down to America, usually to Texas. I got one guy, Girlitz doing that. We called him Girl Tits because of he was obese, so we called it because he had the tits going, the man boobs going from him. He was an obese teen, so we kept on calling Girl Tits by Girlitz, And I didn't call him that. My friend Dylan kept on saying, "Tits, hit the ball, tits," and we're playing Mario Tennis, and each time you got a tennis, he's like, "Hit the ball, tits, tits, hit the ball." Because they're playing doubles, and then there was a N64 that somehow connected. It had a feature where we could connect to other players, or was it 4 players? I think it was 4 players at the time. I didn't think N64 had a data jack to play with other players. I know Sega Genesis did. And you could actually play baseball with other players. Like you could play baseball with other players back then. When Pope meets two Canadian cardinals and calls to grow for Canadian church apology residential schools. This is just some. Rainn Wilson says this is his favorite episode of The Office. And it's Dwight Rainn Wilson. Why Netflix Sweet Tooth is the anti-Walking Dead? Okay. Just some blah 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 news. Sweet Tooth. I don't know that some fairy, some boy who looks like some kind of a cow, like some kind of cross hybrid cowboy or deer boy or something. I don't know. Looks too fuzzy for me. Looks too furry for me. So it looks way too furry for me. So. It looks like a yuffie. It looks like a yuffie show for yuffies or yiffies. Get yiffed. It looks like a yiff show. I think I outgrew that. It looks like the human version of what's that? No, I got pissed. I kept on getting attacked, and Travis didn't seem to be doing shit. I can still see Discord. I don't have a problem to the moment. Have to wait until tomorrow to get a new one. Are you going to stick around in the kingdom? If not, let me know where you end up and send an invite. This is for the for. So let's before we close the episode off, let's go look at the COVID numbers for now. This is early. This is 7:27, so they should be closing off, doing the sounding bell. So just about nearing about 2 more days at least for 3.3 and 3/4 million minimum of because the maximum deaths is going to be like about 10 million actually. This is excess and excess deaths, not direct deaths from direct COVID. UK goes up a little bit with numbers. Russia? I'm looking at Russia for. Looking at UK. And, we had to keep an eye on UK because they were doing such a great job with low numbers that all of a sudden they were doing such a great job earlier last month of reducing everything, right? Everything goes under 5,000 around here. Under 5,000. And it slowly rebounds around here. So slowly starting to have a rebound. I guess this is when they try to open up or close up. And then they slowly rebounds. See? It goes. Fatality wise, I think fatalities are still down. That's good. But eventually it's going to start to pick up again. See? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 14. This is corresponding to their weird, this is going to go up eventually, so. It's going to go back up. Just like here. Except it's more of a plateaued groove. It went, so maybe it'll be like a slow, gradual. Fuck! I thought we're done with COVID. I don't want COVID anymore. Super spreader events like we just read in Alberta and super spreader events. But the good news is this time we're more vaccinated. This time this the fourth wave. This is the first wave here. This is the initial woo. Then woo, wee, tsunami, and woo. So if this is the case, it'll go like that. Maybe we'll go woo like that. We can hope it goes woo like that. Well, let's see if there's a population loss, COVID population loss. And speaking about my bottle, and also speaking of world population loss, I don't think it made a big difference. It's like 8 billion people in the world now. I'm rounding up, always round up. COVID. I know Japan is suffering from one. Census estimates show population decline in 16 states. Age, a perfect storm of aging residents, low birth rates, COVID deaths, and so everything's declining in the world. It's not a baby boom; it's a baby crash. Maybe this will actually give us some more. So not only have automation, so we have robo babies and robo kitties, and I don't know. It sounds very Nazi-ish, Nazi callous. Japan is suffering still. Oh, lots of Olympic, lots of volunteers, thousands of volunteers for the Olympic Games have quit because of COVID, because of that. Numbers are going down. At first it's going woo, and it's going like that, and then all of a sudden the death toll is like woo. Daily cases graph. Active cases Japan. It's plateauing here, so this is the new plateau, so this goes woo. And then let's see Canada. Plateaued, but we want the plateau to be down here, like a low number plateau, not this. This is actually half of that when it first plateaued after the first spike. So, yeah, we're not going anywhere. The numbers are going down, but we're not going anywhere. Let's look at Alberta COVID, and see just how stupid we are. And we're opening up the Calgary Stampede, so that's gonna be a super spreader right there. See, Match numbers continues to drop. COVID numbers. Mass vaccination clinic. more than 55 public complaints about Fairfield Web. The church needs officials to close it down. Yep. Alberta has about deaths 7, so new cases for 224. So we'll look at these little graphy graphs here and figure out what the fuck's going on and see this little arrow graph to see is how we're doing here. So we just came out of a. I don't want to look at. Here you go, Alberta. See, this is just a few weeks ago, and then it drops. So this whole month we lost about from May 22nd to June 44. Wait a minute, that's just 1 week or so, 14 days. 79 people in 14 days. That's not good at all. It's going down, but see, it's still high. See, we're about where we were last. We were the first month, and also it picks up. This is probably the India kid. This is probably the India variant. See, it goes up. You wanted to see it's slowly going up here. Or half, it's a low number, of course, but still, it's a halfway number between Yika Yaka and Yiki Yiki, which is like what, 0? So we can see. So we want this. We have a little bit of up. It's half of what we were. So where its numbers are picking up again, and then hopefully this week we do better. But I don't think we should open up. I mean, we are about the same. See, we're about the same when we first woke up. When we first went out of lockdown, the secondary lockdown, and this is a devastating to us. I was coming back from giving blood the other day. I didn't give blood because I didn't have enough time. But the original plan was to give blood, drop off a school library book, and pick up bottles. I picked up a lot of bottles. Found one plastic bag with many wine bottles in it. So I'm very happy for that. Maybe 4 or 5 wine bottles and a whole bunch of other bottles everywhere. Hopefully tonight will be Sunday, will be Saturday, and I'll have another load of good bottleages. And we'll have another killer week of filling up our bottle bags there, and then see, we're double. So that's not good. Population decline. State fair. Fairgrounds. Oh, Florida is among the few states where populations increased. Oh yeah, all those rednecks having sex. Percentage change. Oh, all the redneck states, all the having sex, fruitful and multiply states, all the intellectual states where people, all the scientific. Well, we're making robots, we're making robot children, making AI. So, California should become a technological place. Silicon Valley should turn themselves into a robotic state of robotism. Louisiana, I love Mississippi. Alabama, the opposite of Mississippi. It's like a two-faced coin, Janus. One face looks this way, that's the chin right there, that's the mouth, that's the eyepiece, that's the forehead, and another face right there. Oh, Donald Trump getting us into this madness of... I don't know, but I want us all back together. I'm a girl, I tend to be a bit emotional. Okay. Well, let me know either way. And how he... I'll be who you are. Okay. So back to Sklone. I think I should get some stuff in. Yep. Got some land there. Got some loss of population. That's okay. I don't have enough land to do anything. For yes, nothing there. Okay. Alright, thank you for watching our show. We're gonna be doing some finishing off doing some smart research tonight and smart studying to smart recovery doing homework tonight, and then we'll get ready for our great shift to getting the I'll film it. I'll be trying to fill up the blue bags for bottles. And I might even have enough. If I get some kind of weird odd number, I'll give the hundreds I'll give the hundreds to what's it? I'll give the hundreds to charity, but I'll give the tens. Like say for example, I have $25 or so. Canadian, that's gonna be like $12 US. So I'll drop it off over at Sklone and just to keep this game going. And it's not much money, but every little bit goes, right? Every little bit goes, and ow. Then I'll try to make a difference. Try to make a difference in this game and make sure that our little Sklone world is secure. Okay, so thank you for watching our show. We're gonna be right back. Like you.